Hey guys, happy Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers. That's a Wilco's Nuki Brown kit. I pimped up with some dark grains and some American hops. Kind of like an American black IPA. Hasn't turned out too bad. Right, updates. SJ Pour Challenge. Seems that despite our warnings, one or two reviewers have decided to still review the beers, even though in my opinion they are infected, and they've scored them appropriately. Well, that's up to you guys. When the Smash Beer Challenge was on, we got a message to say that Dennis Hanna's beer was infected and not to drink it, and I binned it straight away. No point in me reviewing that because he said it was infected. But if you feel you must, then you must. That's up to you. Right, we did the SJ Paul reviews at the weekend over at Brewmaster Ben's house, and I do believe the footage is coming up this weekend. We're going to put it up as one. Some will be on my channel, some will be on Ben's channel, some will be on Beer Lover 1983 Brews channel. We had a good time. Good day. It was a good day. A lot of interesting beers. Some outstanding beers. You'll see on the footage who we thought were the top three. We think, well, the way we did it, we just gave an overall score on camera and then we scored the details off camera. But there were 3 or 4 beers there that were amazing. Some not so good, but 4 I think outstanding beers that were wow. While we were there, we were talking about beer kits, and Beer Lover was saying he's done with beer kits, blah blah blah. And I've said that before in the past. And Ben and I were saying, no, you know, kits have their place. And going back on what I said in my last Homebrew Wednesday, I think it was, getting a bit despondent with the home brewing, I thought, why not go back to where it all began? And probably a lot of us in the UK started out doing this kit, and it is the Woodford's Wherry. Now, this was my first kit I ever brewed some 4 or 5 years ago, I think. Not quite sure, time flies. And I bought it, or it was bought for me for my birthday. It had the fermenting bucket, the wherry, a cheap plastic pressure barrel, which in the UK you know what they are. I don't think they sell them in America. Wasn't any dextrose because you didn't add anything to it. I think there was a siphoning tube, some sanitizer, blah blah. And I brewed it up and put it in the barrel after the correct time, put some priming sugar in, and the barrel leaked. Then I went on forums and read about them, and people were saying, don't buy the cheap ones, go out and buy a king keg, that's what you want, but I still managed to enjoy some beer from that Woodford's Wherry, and it was quite nice. So I'm going to give it every opportunity this time. I'm going to brew it as the kit says, which I do believe is 4.5% for 40 pints. I'm going to keg most of it to give it correct conditioning, and probably bottle. I might even put some in a mini keg actually. might even put some in a mini keg. And I probably will revisit a few other kits that I've done. If not, depends on how that one turns out, I will try and do some different ones. I know Brew Packs do some kits, some toucan kits I've never done before. Particularly the Scanderman Dark. I don't know if any of you guys have ever done that in the UK. Might have a go back at that, because certainly after Christmas there will be little all grain brewing going on in this house, because it looks like the summer house brewery type thing is going ahead next year. So all my stuff will be tucked in one corner while I do the footings and or the base, get this thing delivered, because I think it takes a month to come, and erect the thing. Then I've got to run some electrics in there, get some water in there, yada yada, and then move all the kit back down and get it set up properly. Reasons why my interest in home brewing has now been reinvigorated. One is going back to the kits. Two is a guy who was introduced to me by Beer Lover 1983 Brew. He put up a IPA chug on Facebook for me to look at, and I went back and I watched all this guy's videos from start to finish, how he got into home brewing, and he set up in his shed and da-da-da. And that guy is the Old Fart from the Old Farts Brewery. And watching his journey made me remember how I started, and thought, yeah, go back to the beginning and start enjoying home brewing again. And I like his setup that he's got, the gravity fed setup that he had. So I'll be doing a bit of that, I think, in the new brewery when it's up. Don't know if I'm going to use the kegs or not. I've got some kegs for a while back. Possibly take the tops off, I don't know. But it'll be a gravity fed system, not pumps. That's it. That is all my updates. So what I'll do with the Werry kit, I'll probably do a video, some footage of me brewing it, which you've all seen them done before, but it'll be a short bit of footage, and the taste test will be on the end, and I'll probably do that with any other kits that I pick up as well. So if you've got a kit in the UK that you can recommend, not the festival ones, because we all know how good they are, and well, apart from the one that I did, any of the toucan kits, if you've got any recommendations. I may or may not have done them before. I've done a few of the Woodford's ones. I've done the Nog, Admiral's Reserve, Nelson's Revenge. I haven't done the Head Cracker. I haven't done any of the St Peter's ones. St Peter's Glass. I haven't done any of those. I've done a couple of the Munton's Gold ones, I think, but I can't remember which ones. If you've got any recommendations, if you're in the UK and you've done these beer kits before, stick a comment, let me know, and I will have a look into it, see which one I brew after the Werry. Right, that is me done. I don't think I've got any other news. That's it. Cheers guys. See you next Wednesday. Cheers.